there's a dog at the shelter nobody can get close to. He sits in the back corner of his kennel, head low, eyes wide. Every time a hand reaches toward him, he flinches. The volunteers call him shy. Some say he's just like that. But he wasn't born this way. No dog was. Today, we're going to talk about what actually happens inside a dog who's afraid of humans, where it comes from, why it gets worse, and what, if anything, can bring him back. This is not a training video. This is the story of how fear takes root in a dog's life and how it can, slowly, be undone. Part 1, where it begins. Every dog is born with a window. Scientists call it the socialization period. It runs from roughly 3 weeks to 14 weeks of age. During this window, a puppy's brain is doing something extraordinary. It's building a map of the world, deciding what is safe, what is normal, what belongs and what doesn't. Dr. Ian Dunbar, one of the world's leading veterinary behaviorists, has spent decades studying this window. His conclusion is simple and devastating. What a puppy doesn't meet during those weeks he may fear for the rest of his life. Think about what that means. A puppy raised in a quiet farmhouse, never seeing strangers, may spend his whole adult life terrified of unfamiliar faces. A puppy raised in a cage, handled roughly or not at all, learns that human hands mean pain, or danger, or nothing good. He didn't choose this map, it was built for him, before he even understood what was happening. And here's the part most people don't realize. The window closes, quietly, without warning. By 14 weeks, the brain shifts. It becomes harder, not impossible, but significantly harder to add new things to the safe category. Whatever wasn't in the map stays outside it. Part 2, what fear looks like from the inside. We look at a fearful dog and we see behavior. He hides, he shakes, he snaps without warning. But behaviorists like Dr. Karen Overall at the University of Pennsylvania ask us to look deeper. Fear in dogs isn't a personality trait, it's a physiological state. When a dog perceives a threat, a stranger approaching, a loud voice, an unfamiliar smell, his amygdala fires, cortisol floods his system, his heart rate spikes, his muscles tighten. This is the same stress response that kept his ancestors alive. The problem is, for a dog who was never properly socialized, humans themselves become the trigger. Not a specific human, not a loud human, just a human. Any human. And here's what makes it so hard to reach him. In that state, full cortisol, full alert, a dog literally cannot learn. The part of his brain responsible for forming new associations shuts down. He can't take in new information. He can't be reassured. He can only survive. Every approach feels like a predator. Every hand reaching toward him confirms what his nervous system already believes. Humans are not safe. Part 3, how we make it worse without knowing. This is the part that's hardest to hear. Most people who try to help a fearful dog make it worse. Not from cruelty, from kindness. You see a dog trembling in the corner, everything in you wants to go to him, crouch down, speak softly, show him you mean no harm. So you move toward him, and his body goes rigid. And you think he just needs more time, more love, more reassurance. So you stay, you keep talking, you reach out your hand. And from his perspective, a predator just ignored every signal he sent and kept coming anyway. Every whale eye, every lip lick, every frozen posture, ignored. In dog language, you just proved his fear correct. This is what researchers call flooding. Overwhelming a fearful animal with the thing it fears, hoping it will eventually give up and accept it. Sometimes the dog goes still. People call this calming down. It's not calm, it's shut down. It's learned helplessness. The dog has stopped fighting because he believes fighting doesn't work. That stillness isn't trust, it's defeat. Part 4, what actually works? So if love and reassurance can backfire, what does work? The answer, from decades of behavioral science, is let him lead. Dr. Sophia Yin, veterinarian and animal behaviorist, built her entire approach around one principle. Give the animal control. Not control of you. Control of the interaction. Here's what that looks like in practice. You enter the room, you don't look at him, you sit on the floor sideways, not facing him, you let him exist. You don't approach, you wait. Maybe nothing happens today, maybe nothing happens for a week, but slowly his nervous system begins to recalibrate. This human comes in, nothing bad happens. This human sits, nothing bad happens. The map begins to update. Researchers at the University of Lincoln found that dogs who were given agency in fearful situations, the ability to leave, to approach, to set the pace, showed significantly lower cortisol levels than dogs who were approached directly, even gently. The science is clear. Control reduces fear. Patience is the medicine. And food used correctly is the bridge. Not luring, not bribing, just existing near something good. You sit. A treat lands near him, not from your hand, not yet. Just near him. He sniffs it, he eats it. You're part of that equation now, but only barely. Over days, over weeks, the distance closes at his pace, only ever at his pace. Part 5, The Dog Who Came Back. I want to tell you about a dog named River. River came from a hoarding situation. 43 dogs in a house with no human contact. No socialization, nothing. He was 4 years old when he arrived at a rescue. He had never been touched without flinching. He had never eaten near a person. The rescue team followed one rule: no pressure, ever. They sat in his space, they dropped food near the door, they turned their bodies away. For 3 weeks, River watched from the corner. On day 22, he took a step toward a volunteer named Sarah. She didn't move. She didn't speak. She let him decide. He sniffed her hand. He walked away. The next day, he came back. 6 months later, River was adopted. He sleeps on someone's bed now. He still startles at loud noises. He still takes time to trust strangers. But he is not the dog from the corner. He came back. Not all the way, but far enough. Some dogs are afraid of us because of what happened to them. Some because of what never happened at all. They didn't choose this. They didn't build this fear on purpose. It was handed to them in those early weeks, in those early hands, in the silence of a place where no one came. And now they carry it every day into every room with every stranger. The least we can do is stop making it worse. Stop rushing. Stop reaching. Stop deciding that our love is more important than their fear. Your dog has been trying to understand you since the day you met. Maybe it's time we spent a little more time understanding him. Here's what the science tells us, all of it together. One fear starts early. The socialization window closes by 14 weeks. What a puppy doesn't learn is safe then, may feel threatening forever. 2, fear is physical. Cortisol shuts down learning. A dog in fear cannot be reassured, only survived. 3, approaching makes it worse. Every ignored signal confirms. Humans don't listen. 4, control is the cure. Let him lead. Let him set the pace. Give him the choice to come to you. 5, patience is not passive. Sitting quietly near a fearful dog is one of the most active things you can do for him. 6, they can come back, not always fully, but far enough to matter. Tell me in the comments, have you ever met a dog who was afraid of people? What happened? And if you want to understand what your dog is actually feeling the moment you walk through that door, that video is right here. Subscribe, because every week I explain what your dog is trying to tell you.